Hi there, my name is Goradia. Today I want to talk about a shocking topic, how losing benefits you in life. It kind of does when you think about it in terms of surrender. So if I need to win to be happy, look what I've placed my happiness on. I've just made a gamble, a random gamble. I need this, this, and this to happen in order for me to be happy. And the thing is, how much control do I really have in life? All these other variables that determine if this other person, my boss approves of how I showed up, and then they promote me and I need this promotion to be happy in life. Wow, I've just outsourced my happiness to the actions of someone completely different than me, outside of me. I have no control over this, right? And obviously, the advice I give, there are practical considerations. Maybe you really do need it. So please just take this in the ways that are practical in your situation and that can benefit you. If anything, just ways to kind of frame losses so that they're not as devastating. But I do believe that being willing to lose in the sense of ego loss, okay? So if the ego wants to win, that's what egos want to do, not necessarily your mind. Okay, so the ego and the mind are different, but they're kind of related. You can think of the ego as the parasitic sort of psychological entity that's like feeding on the mind, feeding on the body too. It drains energy from both. It tries to program the mind. But you can also program the mind with truth. And so the mind is just kind of like a parrot in a lot of ways. Like it's just going to repeat whatever it was programmed to think. There are other uses, however, for the mind that are higher level. So that would be more like self-inquiry. That would be more like cognition, attention, where to place attention. So this lower aspect of mind, however, when it's being influenced by ego, it wants to win. It wants to win. And the ego, of course, it operates, kind of like a mind of its own, but has an identity, and it thinks it is somebody, and it wants to win. And it resists what is in life. It doesn't want to surrender. Those are some of the qualities of ego. So when we keep winning, this ego builds, and it's like, yeah, I'm amazing. It doesn't realize that all the other factors that took, that happened to come together outside of its doing that helped it, win. And when it loses, we feel this like ego injury, or it's like a narcissistic injury in terms of like if it was abandonment or some kind of ego loss like this. And this loss will help you. It's actually just truly wonderful. It's very painful, but it's truly liberating. So as you feel that, and you just, okay, I'm just going to let it loose. And obviously still make practical decisions in your life. But if I let it loose, then it just crumbles, and I'm more connected to myself, the present moment, my body, my experience, the parts of my mind that are healthy. And this is just like, as I said, it's like a parasitic, psychological entity that just, it's going to grow and it's going to take over our lives. And the nature of the ego is dissatisfaction. You're not going to be happy. Okay. So you keep winning and winning and winning. And sometimes you lose. And as much as you win, then you lose and you feel the crash of it. You feel the pain. And then you try to win again, you build up, and then it collapses and you feel the pain of it again. So this ego ride is like a roller coaster, and it's painful roller coaster. There's no satisfaction or peace that comes with this that is long lasting. You can get the high highs for sure, and you can get an illusion of peace, but the moment there's a crack in whatever's propping up this ego, it's going to lose it. So when you're willing to lose in life, in the ways that, like, hey, these are kind of things out of my control. I only have so much control in this life. And so the things that aren't for me, I can accept that, or I can accept how I feel about it at least. And yeah, I can keep trying, and I can keep putting effort into things, but in a healthy way, not in a way that I have to win, or I don't know who I am because I'm not this entity that the ego thinks it is. It's like, no, it's reasonable. Like I should keep putting effort into my job and into, my relationships and taking care of myself. And these are healthy uses of energy. So that's how a healthy mind is going to think. And so our identity isn't based in these things though. And so that's a very stable way of using mind. So the ego is the one winning, losing, right? So when we're willing to lose, we're able to access more of the healthy parts of mind and being in our experience and being with our body, which is a very healthy barometer for how we feel about things. Further we go into the ego, the more dissociated we are from these experiences. And so it's something to really consider. Our society has kind of indoctrinated us into you must win or you're nothing. And it's like, oh, all of that screams of false identity to me. And it's manipulation, and it's not conducive to peace or happiness. And we can go with the flow in some things in our life for sure, and reap the benefits of that, which are peace. So the next time you lose at something, don't believe society's BS about what it means about you. It doesn't mean anything about you. A series of events have taken place and have come together and impacted you in a certain way. And yes, there are things you did as well that interacted with that, and the chips kind of fell where they did. And we can learn from things and we can move forward in healthy ways. Let me know what you think. I'll link a video. It's about regret, but the concepts I go into are very similar to some of the things I've said here. So I think that video will be beneficial to watch as well. Okay, good luck. Take care. See you next time.